meeting. The first thing that I want to do is just let everybody know, if you missed yesterday, you can go right to my YouTube channel and watch the recording for yesterday. Okay. So yesterday we went over the key elements to running a successful online business, what you need to have in place. And not only that, the pieces of the puzzle that actually allows you to start consistently pulling in traffic, sales, grow a following within the online space. So that's what we went over yesterday. This 3-day training will be a part of a playlist. Okay, so you'll notice that when you go to my channel, you'll see that it's a 3-day training, and it's a part of a playlist. Okay, so I'm going to just share my screen really quick so you guys can see what it looks like. And this is what we have here, which is day one, $300 per day, unlimited traffic, using social media for free. And that's what we're going over. So yesterday we touched on how to find certain digital affiliate marketing products that are going to convert. Okay, we talked about that. We talked about the attraction marketing formula. And we also went over some of the things that you need to have in place when it comes to your Facebook account. Okay, so today what we're going to go over is your actual post, the attraction marketing part of it. So when I talk about the attraction marketing part, it's about the things that you put on your Facebook page that's going to attract people to you, to want to know what it is that you're doing, what businesses you're affiliated with, but not only that, how to get involved. And if you go to my page, you'll notice that there's posts like this. This is considered a curiosity post. Okay. And we also have other posts like this. This is like a congratulation post. This also piques curiosity, because people go, oh, well, if there's other people winning on your team, how can I be one of those people? Okay. And what I want you guys to do is, when you get a chance, go into the comment section so that you can see that there are people requesting, what is this all about and how can I get started? Okay. And then we have posts like this, which are attraction marketing posts. This is about lifestyle. So all it says is basically a picture of me when I was in Jamaica, and it says, create the highest vision possible for your life because you become what you believe. Okay. And here is a picture of me in Jamaica, and this is a lifestyle post. So what we want to do is we want to create different posts that we can put on our Facebook account that's going to attract people to us. And I tell people this all the time, when it comes to proof of income, if you do not have your own proof, use the proof from your Facebook groups. Okay, that's a great way to start. It doesn't always have to be about what you made. It can also be about what your team is doing, and what newbies are making, and how other people are accomplishing results with the opportunity that you're currently in. Okay, so never ever feel like you can't make money because you don't have results. 99% of the people that are in our industry starts out with 0 results. But what you want to do is you want to make sure that whenever you do have results, that you always give yourself a pat on the back, and not only that, you share those results. Okay, because even if it's $50, $25, $100, there's 97% of people that are not making anything within the online space. So that gives people hope that they can do something, even if it's $50. That means a lot to the average person who's trying to improve their own online presence. They're trying to get more traffic. They want to really learn the business. Okay, so whatever it is that you earn, always put it up, always celebrate, always let people know that you're making money. Even if it doesn't seem like a lot to you, it may look that way and seem that way to other folks because, again, most people are making hardly anything. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Fiverr.com. And what I want to talk about today is where to go to have posts created if you decide you don't want to make the post yourself. Okay. So this is, I don't have the talent to do this. I don't want to learn how to do this. I just would like to pay the money to get this done. Okay. This is for those people. Maybe you don't have the time, you don't have the experience, you don't want to learn the skill set. That's perfectly fine because there are tons of people out there that will make the post for you and you don't have to pay a lot of money to get it done. And guys, remember this, you're only creating 3 to 4 posts for the week. So it's not like you're doing it for every day. You are sometimes just doing it 3 to 4 times for the entire week. Okay, because we don't put up posts every single day. Okay, so what we're going to do in here in the search engine, we can type in, I normally type in banners. Okay. And when I put that into the search engine, it's going to bring up social posts and banner designs, social media and headers and covers and all this other information. What we want to do is we want to go here and look at basically how much it's going to cost. We want to know if it's a top rated seller or level 2 seller. Those are like the best. We want to make sure that they have at least a 4.5 star. And we want to make sure that the price is within our budget. Okay, those are the things that I'm looking for. Now, if you decide, you want to do just one post, maybe you want to try a few different sellers. I recommend trying a few different sellers, and then the one that you like the most, you can work with that person on a consistent basis. Okay. The other thing that's really important is that you don't want to have to wait very long for them to create the posts. So whenever I'm looking for a seller, I'm also looking at how long it's going to take them to create the post. And what we want to do is we want to have that post created at least within 24 to 48 hours. Anything that's over 48 hours, I would say no. And the reason why is because if there's any edits that we need, that's just going to take that much longer to have the edits done on top of the time it takes for them to create the actual banner for us. Okay. So as you can see here, there are a ton of different people in graphic designers that will create these posts for you. And all you have to do again is just really focus on whether they're a top rated seller, if they have a good amount of reviews, the pricing, and how long it takes for them to get that information back to you. Okay. And again, if the pricing is where you want it to be, maybe you want to just spend $10 to start. Maybe that's all that you have. Sometimes you have certain sellers where they'll do a 3-for-1. So you'll spend $25 for 3. You can also look for that as well. But normally the ones that do really well, they average anywhere between $10 to $20 for a post. Okay, the really good ones. Okay, so the guy that I use, I'm going to bring up his information and I'm going to give you guys time to screenshot his information. And I've been using him now for quite a bit of time. This is his information, and he does flyer designs. Okay, graphics, he's under the graphics and designs. This is the name. I'm going to go ahead and put this information in the chat box. So if you guys want to search for him, the name is right in the chat box. And what I love about this gentleman is that he's very creative. He's good at what he does, and his turnaround time is very fast. Okay, quickly you'll get your stuff back. So as you can see, here's one that he created, well, 3, and it looks really good. Okay, to me. And not only that, a lot of people that see my stuff are impressed because they're looking at the stuff that is on his site and they're coming up with ideas. All right. And then they're having their own posts created using this gentleman. Okay. So again, I highly recommend him. He's only $10. With the Fiverr fees, it comes up to about $12. And right now, this is the only gentleman that I'm using when it comes to graphic and designs. Okay. So you can also type in flyer design, and you can check to see if there are other sellers out there that is within your budget and their work looks pretty good. So again, all you have to do is, if you click on their picture, it'll bring up some of the images that they have created in the past, and you can actually go through them. And if you like what you see, you can give it a shot. Okay, so like this one here, this is really nice. I love the colors, the way it stands out. And I would just take some time to go through what they have already done. And if it's something that you feel like, you know what, I want to go with this guy, I want to see what he can do for me, give it a shot. Okay. So now that we've talked about Fiverr and how to get it made, I'm sorry, guys, it's really hot here in New York, so I'm sweating quite a bit. I turned the air conditioning off and I just put it back on, but I'm really hot. I use PicMonkey, and PicMonkey is a really good software or program that you can use to make your own. And also you can do edits. What I like is that you can add your own pictures, and you can take away backgrounds if you want. And when you have created a post or a picture, it also allows you to save it. Okay. So if I wanted to create something new, I would just go here to create new. And I'm going to start off with a blank canvas. And then here I'm going to be doing a Facebook post. So I would just click here on Facebook post. And then from here, it's going to bring up a blank canvas where I can actually start adding colors, and I can add backgrounds and do things like that to my posts to actually start making my attraction marketing post. So like if I want to do a different color, I can click on color changer, and give me a second here. Where's it at here? Okay, right here, the background color, I can change the color to whatever I want it to be. So here you can move this around and change the colors to whatever you like. You can do solid background colors. If you want, you can also do gradients. So sometimes I use gradients, sometimes I do the solid, depending on what I'm doing and for the look that I want. So like if I wanted to do a gradient, I could just click that, and then now the colors here. Okay. So once you add the color that you want, you can start adding text to it. Here is the link for the text. I would just click on that, and then I will hit add text. Now here I can start typing in what I wanted to say. So let's just say if I want to put my name, I can put that, and then I can also change the font. So right here, it allows me to change the font to whatever I want. Okay. And once I find the font that I like, I can then take this and move it to where I want it to be. So here I can expand it so that it's all on one line. I can move it up, I can move it down, right? I can even change the color. So let's just say I don't want to do black. Maybe it'll look better with white. I can go to the text color and I can change out the color as well. Okay. So now let's just say I want to add an image. I can go right here to add an image, and any image that I download, I can upload it here. So I'm going to go to my computer just to show you guys how you can upload an image that you already have. So let's just say I have this picture here. It is me holding some money, right? And let's just say I want to add this photo. All I have to do is once I add the image to PicMonkey, I just click on here and I can drag it inside of here. And now the photo is a part of the post, okay? So just like that, I've added the picture. Now, if I want to remove the background, I can go right here to the scissor where it says remove background, click on it. And now what it's doing is removing the background so that all you see is my hand with the money in my face, okay? So let's just say I want to put this down here. Maybe I want to put my name up here, okay? And now what I can start doing is creating the post. Maybe what I wanted to say, you know, let's just say if I want to put a quote here, I can go to Google and type in money quotes. And then I click on images and all of these different money quotes are going to come up and I can pick the one that I want to go along with my picture. Okay, so we're going to look through the different images and see which one we like. So I like this one. It's the more money, the more you learn, the more money you earn. So let's just use that as an example. Okay. So I'm going to go back to PicMonkey. I'm going to add text again. Let's go back to the more you learn, the more you earn. So the more you learn, the more you earn. And if I want to use that as a quote, I can take that, pull it over here. I can make it smaller. I can put it right here. Okay. I don't really like this photo. Let's look for another one. I don't like the way my arm is like cut off, so I'm not going to use that. Let's just use this one here. See what it looks like. You can always delete the photos and use other photos if you want. I tell people all the time when you're creating your own posts, you want light to dark and dark to light. And basically what that means is if you have a light background, you want your writing to be dark. If you have a dark background, you want your writing to be light. So I like this one here. I'm going to, let's see what it looks like if I make it bigger. Okay, I like the way it looks bigger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a bit bigger. And then I'm going to bring my font to the front. So the way that I do that is I right click on this and I can move this layer to the front. So what that's doing is putting the words over the picture. Okay, and I can do the same thing with my name. Okay, so now if I make this big enough, because I decided I don't want to use the background. I don't have to if I don't want to, if the background I have is really nice. And then not only that, the background color now, I can change that to match the photo. So if I wanted to match something like this is really nice because it has those beautiful flowers in the background, I can go ahead and add that. All right. And this is just giving it a little bit of border, a little bit of color, okay? If I want it to be all the way around, all I have to do is shrink the picture, right? If I shrink the picture, then you'll see it all the way around. I would just have to shrink this and that may not look too good. So we're not gonna do that. But another thing that we can do is we can add a frame, okay? So if, let's just say you want this border all the way around. Let's see here. What I can do is add a frame. And this is a simple frame. Okay, this has to go Let's see how we're going to do this. Because I don't want the bottom to be cut off. Let's see. No, we can't add. So see, my picture is too big, so I can't add the frame because then you're not going to see it at the bottom. So what we're going to do is we're going to just do the sides. If your picture is small enough where it fits, you can actually do it all the way around. But for this one, it's not going to work because the picture is just too long. So I'm going to just leave it with the borders. Make sure it's even on both sides. And then what I can do is my name, you really can't hardly see it with the background. So what I can do is put a shape behind it. Okay. So here, if I click on graphics and I can go to basic, I can find a basic shape and put that behind my name so that it pops, like it stands out. Okay. So I'm just make that a little bit smaller here. And then I can do the color change so that it match. And this is what I love about this. So we have this color here, this gradient. Oh, it doesn't do it for that. Okay, so the gradient I could kind of see. Let's see if I can use the gradient for the background. See here for this gradient. Yep, and I can use the same color for that so that it match, and then put my name there. And then what I can also do is figure out where I can position this, where you can see me, but you can also see the writing, and it's not cutting off too much of me. So I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Actually, we could put it at the bottom because you know what? I'm going to cover up my legs a little bit more right here at the bottom. And then I can take another shape. And then I can take that and put it down here, bring this to the front. Add this. And we're going to go ahead and change the color as well. So gradient. And then now I have, this is an attraction marketing photo. So the things that are attracting people is you, of course, but also your background and the message, okay? So this would be just a lifestyle and kind of like an encouragement, motivational post. What I would do is when I add this to my Facebook page, I would write something at the top of it. So you know how when you go to add your post like this one, you can write something here. Like this one says just good morning, Facebook family. For this one, I would add something that has to do with making sure that you add value to yourself, you know, by maybe investing more into yourself and letting people know that if you really want to learn a space, you may need mentorship, or you may need to buy a training that's going to take you to the next level. So what I would do is I would write a short quote on the top of the picture, and that's what's going to resonate with the audience. So like here with my sister, I was able to take my sister and my 3 nephews on their first vacation out of state and her first plane ride. I know that for a fact. I would not have been able to do that working a 9-to-5. These moments I cherish and will always remember, and so will she. So I put this information just to let them know that there's a message behind the photo, and it helps people to build a relationship with you. So whenever you're putting up a lifestyle image or anything with making money, maybe money you even earned, you always want to give them a little message, okay? Now, if you are putting up a post like this, where it's just a curiosity post to give people information about what it is that you're doing, you don't need to put wording on top of this, because all of the wording that you need is right there on the post. So these are the only times you really wouldn't use it. But if you have a really nice attraction marketing photo, you want to use it. If you're congratulating other team members, you definitely want to use it. Okay, but if you are just putting together a curiosity post to get people to your link, you don't need to use the top part. Okay, so now that this is done, right, what I can do is download the image so I can upload it to Facebook. And what I love about PicMonkey is that you don't even need to save it. You don't have to save it. If I click here on this PicMonkey hub, it automatically saves the photo. And when I'm ready to do another attraction marketing post, I can click on it and I can edit a copy, and it brings the image back up. And then now I can delete what I want and I can create something else. Okay. So this is how we create these posts that are going to grab people's attention and, you know, get them in your business. Okay. So let's just say we want to use other people's proof, right? Maybe somebody on your team is doing really well and, you know, you don't have results yet. All you have to do is go to the group. We're using Infinity Processing System as an example. Under recent media, if you hit see all, it's going to pull up all of the images that has posted to that group. And then what you can do is you can take pictures of team members collectively and make a post about it. Okay. So I would look and see which ones I like, which one stands out, what grabs my attention. You know, and then once you do that, like, okay, let's use Jenna as an example. We can go to one of her pictures. We right click it, save the image. Okay. So I'm going to save it. And then we're going to go right to PicMonkey. So see, I'm going to just delete this. I'm going to add an image from my computer because that's where I saved it. Once I add the photo, I can now drop it right to the post. So this one, we're going to do, she has a light background here. I'm going to just change the color and make it black. Let's just make it solid black. Then I'm going to go back to the photos, take it, drag it right here. And it could be any photo you want. It doesn't have to be this one. This is just an example. I could put here, love to see others win. And then we're going to just make the size a little bit smaller so that it fit. And then down here, we could put congrats, Jenna, right? Move it down. We can actually get rid of this one. Move this straight up so it has a little border. Send this to the front. Move it to the front. So this could go straight up. And now it's like, oh, wow, others is winning. And or you could do congrats, Jenna. Right, like this. And then we can add a little bit more text. And then down here, could put $900 in 36 hours, right? And then we want to take it a step further. The wow emoji. We look it up on Google, and we could take this picture. Okay, not that one, it has writing on it. We want one without the writing. So let's see this one, right click it, save the image. Okay, wow emoji. I'm gonna go ahead and save that. And then we're gonna go take this picture, download it from the computer. Here it is right here. Drag it over. Okay, we're gonna remove the background. Right here, the scissor removes the background. Make it a little bit smaller. Boom, add the emoji, or we can add it down here where it says $900 in 36 hours, and then add this emoji here. So it's like people, it grabs people's attention, because that's all we want to do, is we want to grab a person's attention, and this is going to get their attention. Okay, so now, how long does it take to learn how to do this? For me, it took a couple of weeks. I worked on it a little bit every single day, and in 2 weeks, I was able to create very simple attraction marketing photos that you see basically every day from affiliate marketers who are putting their information on their page, in their Facebook group, on their storyline, on their Facebook reel. And this is all they're doing, is they're creating this. And you don't have to use PicMonkey. You can also use Canva, or you can look for other options where you can go in and you can edit posts, you can get rid of backgrounds, and you can create these different attraction marketing photos. Okay, so there's a lot of other things that you can do here. They have different textures that you can add, and you can always see what they look like, and if it's something that you like, you can add it. So as you can see, the background is changing. These are background textures. Okay, so maybe one day you want to do that. What I tell people all the time is just come in here and play around, because there's going to be some things that you see is like, oh, I really like that, I can use that next time, you know. But you have to give yourself at least a couple of weeks. If you're a slow learner, it may be even longer. If you're a fast learner, it may not even take that long. But you can create tons and tons of different pics and posts. Like, I like the way this look, so I can do this, and just look how I can change it. I can apply that color. I can make this background like a gold, a solid gold, right? So we're gonna bring the color down a little bit. Let's see here. Okay, like that. And then what I can do is I can take the writing and make it black. And look how I just created a whole nother, like a different look. Okay, that's all we did. It was created another look. Okay, so there we go. Okay, and if you want a different background, you could do it again and keep going and keep going and keep going. It's really up to you. Okay, so guys, I hope that you've gotten a little bit of information as far as how to create the attraction marketing post. Tomorrow, we're going to go over where to get your traffic and how to get massive amount of traffic in a short period of time. We're going to talk about realistically how long it's going to take to get that traffic coming in consistently. And we'll basically go from there. So I'm going to update this link, and I will see you guys tomorrow, where we'll talk about traffic and how to get unlimited traffic for your business. Thanks so much for coming out, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.